Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a poor widow with 2 children, Adah, her daughter, and Chaik, her son. Life had always been hard for them, but Adah's mother had a fierce determination to see her children succeed. She sold everything of value, even her most prized possession, her expensive wrapper, just to send Adah to university. Adah was her pride and joy, the first in the family to reach such heights. But when Adah got to the university, things began to change. She fell in with a group of wealthy girls whose parents were influential and powerful. Adah, seeing how different her life was from theirs, decided to hide her true background. She created a new identity for herself as a rich man's daughter. To keep up the act, she paid an older woman to pose as her mother whenever her friends were around. She never mentioned her real mother, and over time, she stopped answering her calls and texts. When her mother made the long journey to the city, hoping to see her, Adah would turn her away. Adah even went as far as calling her mother a madwoman, accusing her of trying to impersonate her. The poor mother would leave in tears, sometimes sleeping on the streets, but she kept coming back, hoping for a glimpse of her daughter. Years passed, and Adah was on the verge of graduating. Her mother, who had grown ill from years of heartbreak and toil, heard the news. Though frail and weak, she was determined to see her daughter one last time. With the help of Chaik, she made the long journey to the university for Adah's graduation. On the day of the convocation, the air was filled with excitement. Adah stood tall among her peers, beaming with pride. When it was her turn to speak, she confidently took the microphone and said, "I want to thank my beautiful mother, my backbone, who supported me throughout my university years." She then motioned for the woman she had hired to act as her mother to join her on stage. The woman, smiling falsely, stepped up and waved at the crowd. Unbeknownst to Adah, her real mother and Chaik had been watching the entire scene from the back of the hall. Chaik's blood boiled with anger and grief as he watched his sister replace their sick mother with a stranger. He couldn't hold it any longer. With tears streaming down his face, he stormed towards the stage. Everything happened so fast. Chaik grabbed the microphone from Adah, stunning everyone. "You think you can fool the world, but you can't fool me, your brother," he shouted, his voice trembling with emotion. "For years, you've hidden who you are, pretending to be someone else. You denied Mama, who sacrificed everything for you, just to fit in with these rich people. And now you replace her with a fake woman." Gasps filled the room as Chaik pointed towards their mother, who was slowly making her way forward. Her frail body shook as she climbed the steps, her face wet with tears. The audience sat frozen, unable to comprehend the heartbreaking reality unfolding before them. Adah stood motionless, her heart pounding in her chest. She had always feared this moment, but nothing could prepare her for the shame and guilt that now flooded her. As her real mother approached the stage, weak and barely able to stand, she spoke softly, her voice broken by years of pain. "As you have replaced me with another mother," she began, her voice trembling, "I leave you to her. May you both find the happiness you seek. May God forgive you for what you've done." Before Adah could respond, her mother collapsed. Chaos erupted. People rushed to her aid, but it was too late. Her heart had given out. The crowd was in shock. Adah's fake life had crumbled in an instant. Her friends, once admiring her fabricated riches, now looked at her with disgust. Her secret was exposed. The auditorium, that had moments ago been filled with pride and celebration, now echoed with cries of grief. Adah fell to her knees, screaming, "Mama, I'm sorry, please, wake up." But no amount of regret could bring her mother back. Chaik, overcome with sorrow, looked at his sister one last time. "This is the life you chose, Adah," he said quietly. "Now, live with it." And with that, he turned and left, leaving Adah alone in the ruins of the life she had built on lies. The end came not with a triumph, but with a tragedy. a lesson that some betrayals can never be undone.